Hello ladies and gentlemen, Drew here. Today we're going to talk about the new Apple Watch Series 5 in regards to the battery life and screen brightness. A lot of people are returning their Series 5 because of very poor battery performance and stepping back down to Series 4 or Series 3. In this video I'm going to explain to you why and what I did and what I experienced. Alright, let's get started. I don't want to bore you guys with specs, but the all new Apple Watch Series 5 features a brand new always on display and a compass. It also has a new ambient light sensor, and we'll talk about that later. The Series 5 is identical in terms of size and weight to the Series 4. The major differences are the onboard storage is now 32GB versus 16, and it has an S5 processor, which is just a rebadge name of the S4, so in terms of processing performance, they're identical. So let's talk about the Series 5's battery performance, and yes, the battery performance is horrendous on watchOS 6. watchOS 6 is just buggy in general. Even with the Series 4 and watchOS 6, my battery performance just tanked tremendously. With the Watch Series 5, I'll start my day at around 5:30. By the time it gets to 3 p.m., I was already down to 20%, which was very disappointing. With Series 4 and watchOS 5.3.2, at the same time, I would be at around 65% battery life left, which was very impressive. So after further research, I found out that watchOS 6 is just buggy in general. It's just destroying the battery life on a lot of watches, from Watch Series 5, Watch Series 4, to Watch Series 3. So after going through tons and tons of threads of watchOS 6.1 developer beta, I decided to install on my Watch Series 5, and let me tell you, this watch has been fully transformed. It's literally almost matched the battery life of watchOS 5.3.2, and they just need to do some final touches to make it even better. So for you guys that have been pushed away from buying the Series 5 because of the battery life concerns, well, rest assured, 6.1 has fixed my battery anxiety issues with the new Series 5. In terms of display brightness, some people are complaining about not being up to par with the Series 4 in terms of brightness levels, and yes, there is a new ambient light sensor like I said earlier, that seems a little bit more aggressive to conserve battery life. Here goes a dark scene here in my closet. Let me do a slight raise to wake here. And as you can see, the Series 4 on the left is a little bit brighter. Here goes another scenario in my office, which is kind of dimly lit. And as you can see, the screen brightness is very similar. No difference here. And here goes our final test for the display brightness test in an outside setting that is partly sunny. Series 4 is on the left. Let's do a flick of the wrist. And to my eye, the brightness levels look identical. Now let's see when they turn off. Series 5 is on the right. And it dims to black. You can still see it, but it's kind of hard. And here goes one last test, I promise. Here's Series 4 is on the left with a blue complication face. And again, they look pretty similar. Overall, I have to say, in like fairly dark situation like my closet, that's when the new ambient light sensor was the most aggressive. Other than that, in terms of day-to-day usage, they look pretty similar. With the launch of the Series 5, I was actually kind of bummed out by having only 2 new critical features, but after thinking about it, Series 4 was the biggest leap in Apple Watch, and Series 5 was just putting the finishing touches on it to make it the best smartwatch available to date. So after using Watch Series 5 for the past week, I've really grown to appreciate an always-on display. You no longer have to awkwardly flick your wrist to tell time, or make it look awkward like you're trying to leave a scene by flicking your wrist. It also makes all past Apple Watches look like a plain black box on your wrist. For once, the new Apple Watch can be programmed to match an outfit that you're wearing, so now this tool is really kind of like a fashion statement. Alright guys, so to sum up this video, watchOS 6 has been extremely buggy right now for all watches including Series 4 and 3, and especially Series 5 with the always on display. However, developer watchOS 6.1 beta has seemed to address most of the concerns in regards to battery life and bugs, besides missing some complications. Now for those of you guys that are curious about developer watchOS 6.1 beta, I'll put a link in the description for more information. Now let's get back to the Series 5. The Series 5 is the ultimate Apple Watch to have on your wrist this fall. In regards to the new ambient light sensor, it is indeed a little bit more aggressive to conserve battery life. Now if you have a Series 4, I would recommend you to stay put and wait for the Series 6, which is rumored to have a built-in sleep tracking and better battery performance. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful for you guys in the community, as I was deeply disappointed with my Series 5 with watchOS 6 out of the box. The battery performance was just plain awful. It was so bad that many YouTubers turned always on display off. However, I did some research for you guys so you don't have to panic about battery anxiety anymore. If you already have the watch and don't want to install developer 6.1 beta, then return the watch and wait for the final release and rebuy the watch. And just wait for 6.1 in order to test out the battery performance of the new Series 5. Alright guys, if you found this video helpful, please be sure to share it, as it really helps out the YouTube algorithm and it will help out other people in the community. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.